Checking in again with Quincy City Council President, Councilor at Large, Noel DeBona, to bring us up to date on the pretty quick council meeting last night. How are you, Noel?
It sure was, Joe. Good morning. Good to see you.
Yeah,
Or hear
thanks
from
for
you as well.
checking in. As I mentioned, just a quick one, but some pretty important issues too, right?
Oh, yes. These are, formality and Robert's rules. We got to put these in committees. So they can't really be discussed until they're put in their proper committees. And then we'll take them out of these different committees and we'll talk more about them. Two of them were put into ordinance committee, amending chapter 375, which is the zoning. It's the multifamily zoning requirement for MBTA communities. Obviously we have the four lines on the red line, North Quincy, Quincy Adams, Quincy Center, and Wallaston. And, from the state and from above, they're deeming them communities that have to have this multi-family zoning. We've done pretty good over the last few years, especially at North Quincy and Quincy Adams, obviously Quincy Center and Wallaston. Wallaston's in the mix right now for these different things. They'll put into the ordinance committee and they'll be pulled out at some future date. I'm gonna assume that they'll probably be pulled out before the end of the year for a discussion. The second item that on there was a land disposition agreement, LDA, former Ross lot. The former Ross garage, the former Ross lot, and that whole area by the General's Bridge. That was also put into ordinance committee, and that will be taken out at a future date. Both ordinances have to be advertised as well, so you need a little bit of time to advertise that as well. And then we had a gift from Jay Cashman, thanking him for $1,000 for the DARE program, which is really nice. So we're going to send him out a thank you letter. I'm giving that to DARE as well. So that came in front of the city council last night. And that was really it, Joe. It was a quick meeting.
Yep, it was well, you had one just last week, so you had a lot of business to take care of then. Yeah,
that is true. We actually had a lot to digest in the last meeting, and we were able to do that. So, what you have to do for city council, you got to have two meetings a year. 2 meetings a month, and particularly we had the election in November, so we had to be pushed out to the 13th and the 20th. So those are the 2 days, and then we have again on December 4th and December 18th. So those are our 2 for December.
Okay, very good. Anything else going on in your world we should let folks know about?
Joe, I was thinking about that. I was like, let me talk a little bit about the Quincy North Quincy football rivalry. And this time of the year, every time of the year, I was once a player for Quincy High School. I'm a graduate of 1993. On Thanksgiving, you always play the year before. So 1992 was the game. And leading up to the last few weeks of the year into Thanksgiving, I think about the memories of playing in that game, and what's really cool is they have the Hall of Fame dinner tonight. They have the spaghetti dinner tomorrow night, Wednesday before the Thanksgiving Day game, and then the Thanksgiving Day festivities 10 o'clock a.m. at Veterans Memorial Stadium. And leading up to it, you do a great job, John Caleri and everybody over at QAT. They're putting the games on there, and it just brings back a lot of great memories of playing with former teammates over the years, and then your rivalry against the other side, which is North Quincy. And the unique thing about growing up with a lot of them playing on the different baseball teams that I played on, the basketball teams, and I know them very personally, and just having that camaraderie that we played against each other, but we're respectful to each other now. Now I've become obviously a counselor at large, and was on the school committee. So it's been 10 years as an elected official that, I still bleed blue, I guess I could say, blue and white, but I respect the other side. I was, the honor enough to be inducted into the North Quincy Hall of Fame in 2014, which was great. And that's been a unique thing to be involved in that special fraternity. And tonight is the Hall of Fame dinner, which will have some inductees going in for Quincy and North Quincy. But just talking about going up to Thanksgiving and wishing everybody a happy Thanksgiving for Thursday. But, the game's been really still a great rivalry that goes on in the city, and it's good to see both sides playing now. A prediction for the game, Quincy's got a lot of injuries this year. Some of the best running backs, Gabe Rodriguez will probably be out for the game. And I see North Quincy probably winning this game. They have a very good junior quarterback in Mikey Galligan, who's gotten better and better every week. He's reading very well when he's rolling out to the right. And Quincy will probably have a tough time defending the quarterback. So early prediction is North Quincy's got the edge for Thursday, for Thanksgiving. But records go out the doorway, Joe, on Thanksgiving, and you never know who comes showing up. But there'll definitely have to be a lot of underclassmen for Quincy that will have to step up in the Thanksgiving Day game. So that's a little bit about Thanksgiving and the rivalry of Quincy versus North Quincy, Raiders against Presidents, and playing in it and leading up to the game. And QATV, you almost have it on every night, and you also have it on YouTube. So you can go back and look on the different eras. And looking back, I played in the late 80s and the early 90s. And it's just hard-nosed football and up to today, the kids watching them on the field each week, going to the games, the youth program being involved with I played for the Quincy Point Panthers, and now it's Quincy United, and seeing the kids go up through the ranks, see the cheerleaders. My little girl cheerleads now for U8. She's 7 years old, and just to see it at the youth level and then going up to the high schools and seeing them really compete and do very well. So, just everything from I don't know if they even do the powder puff anymore, but we used to do the powder puff. I was one of the captains in high school. So we'd have the powder puff right before the Thanksgiving Day game. And that was really cool. I was able to coach that. And just that brings back the memories of now been out now 30 years of graduating from Quincy High School. But I know here in the city, it's very, very popular. And as we grow, I know some of the new folks coming into the city. If you have a chance to get over to Veterans Memorial Stadium at 10 a.m., feel free to go by the stadium and watch the game. And then I know you guys do it on QATV. I believe the crew over there will do it live. Jonathan Caleri, the whole crew in the truck. So I just want to thank you for all your support with putting that on, and some of the folks that are going to be home just watching Thanksgiving dinner, listening to the game or even watching the game on QATV. It's been great.
So who won in 1992, Noel, when you played?
Unfortunately, and it was highlighted in the Patriot Ledger, North Quincy was undefeated that season. They went 11-0 and they won the Super Bowl. We lost 20-0. However, we were in the game in the first half. We had a nice interception right before the half, and we were doing really, really well. It was 7-0 at halftime, and they blew it open in the second half. However, they, that memorable season for North Quincy, that 1992 season was good. I ended the season at 3-6-1. We had a lot of injuries down the stretch. We won 3 in a row in the middle of the season, but we were back in the old Colony League back then. I played as a junior and a sophomore, started at both years. We were 8-1-1 my sophomore year, and that's the year that we had Mark Bogan, and we were very, very, very talented. We were losing 17-6 at halftime. We come back to win 23-17. So my sophomore year, we won. And then my junior year, we lost 7-0 in a very talented groups of we were 6-4 that season in Quincy, but North Quincy was 8-2. They had a kid named Desmond Ballot, who was very, very, very good player. He has Dolo Creations. He's a hairdresser / barber in Quincy, and he was very talented that year. He was a senior. So I had the privilege and honor to play as a sophomore, a junior, and a senior. And then on freshman year, we were very, very good. I was able to suit up that game, and we lost 27-26 in a thriller down the end against North Quincy. Evan Kiley batted down the ball on an option left on the 2-point conversion to win the game. And we the Tom Morrill year and Joe Baker year that year, and Ali Sleeman in 91 year, which was a 92 grad. He's the emergency management. He's the emergency management director. We can go on for hours, Joe, and we talk about high school football and the eras that we played in. But I predict that North Quincy will have it's just a little more talented, and they're gonna have a lot of injuries for Quincy.
All right, we'll see what happens when we talk to you next.
We'll see what happens, Joe.
Meantime, we'll probably see you at some of the holiday events and, of course, the Christmas
Absolutely.
parade.
I know the tree lighting is on Friday night, and then we got, Santa coming out. I don't know if he's coming out of the helicopter or the airplane this time.
Helicopter, only a helicopter now.
Only
No more-
helicopter.
Yeah.
I was asking the administration, we going to go out of the airplane? No, he could end up
No.
somewhere else. So
No more parachuting. It's just got a little too dicey.
going to be delivered in. So it's great. A lot of
Yeah.
great festivities. And then we obviously have we have the Christmas Day parade, which is going to be fantastic. So I'll definitely be around.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we'll catch up with you, and wish you and your family a very happy, healthy Thanksgiving.
And the same to you, Joe, and same to all the viewers out there that listen to QATD. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone.